back here with Dishonored, and like I said, it's a couple of minutes before I actually said I was going to start streaming this, so I'm just going to sit here and hang out for a second until top of the hour, so that people get a chance to actually come in and participate and come back from anything they may have been doing between things. Yeah, there we are. Going to be starting off with the Brigmore Witches immediately when we get into things. Oh. Oh, hang on a second. Oh, give me a sec. Well, it's a good time I wasn't actually going to start streaming this properly yet anyway. So I need to reset the Elgato, because I always do for some weird reason. I don't know. Hello Mal already. Let's hope these witches are as easy as those in Hemwick. I actually don't know. I've never played this DLC. But yeah, here's hoping. Here's very much hoping. Oh, I've got the wrong light on. Hang on. Oh, Jesus, that's bright. Oh. Yep, there we are. Just still waiting for the actual time to be right, so that I'm not going ahead of the time that I said I'd be going. Oh. More of the audio crackling on my side. I don't know if that's for you guys as well, but mildly annoying. Charge-wise, not too bad. 79%. Oh, thank you, Stream Elements, for actually catching up. Okay, I'm going to reset the Elgato again, because that sound cracking is actually annoying me. It might get fixed by another reset on it. Either that's what it's, just, I'm guessing, I'm just going to be, I'm having to stick with it. I really hope not. Right. There we go. So. Well, the time is now upon us. It actually was like less than a minute ago, but issues were happening with the audio. So yeah. Welcome back to Dishonored properly, and the final DLC in the original game. I've got no idea what's coming up for me. I really don't. Wow. I've got a brief idea. I know it's short-ish. Just like, Knife of Dunwall was also short, but again, pretty tricky. With trying to do it stealthily. What I did though with Knife of Dunwall was, after finishing on stream, off stream I then went back and got all the trophies for it, which included doing a high chaos run. Then I read that this one does actually take your progress from the previous DLC's run and implement it in. I was like, I don't want to be doing this on high chaos. I don't want to have been doing a high chaos kill everything run. So I went through the entire DLC again for a third time and did low chaos. I didn't kill like absolutely no one, because in the final mission, for some weird reason, like two or three people died, but I still ended in low chaos. So still works. Still got the same ending. We're all good. All good. So let's jump right into this. And just remember that it's going to take me to another title screen. Because it's weird. A save game of Knife of Dunwall has been found. You can use a progression in the Brigmore Witches. You will retrieve your equipment and powers. Which progression do you want to use? Oh, it saved both of them. Oh, wow. Let's just go Low chaos. You've chosen to use low chaos progression in Life of Dunwall and the Brigmore Witches. Continue. Yes. Because stealthy. Oh, and just so you all know as well, I believe it has been. Yeah, I've now enabled again the channel point redemption of save. Goddammit, because yeah, we know that I'm notoriously awful for remembering to save in this game, especially with how much save scumming is needed. So for 50 channel points, well, dragon points they're called, you can remind me to save. Daud's hideout. Troubled sleep. You've been ill at ease ever since you assassinated Empress Jessamine Colburn and aided in the abduction of her daughter Emily. Well, yes.
He knew. The black-eyed bastard knew that when my blade stilled the Empress's heart and delivered her daughter to the Lord Regent's men, everything would fall to pieces. He watched me do it anyway. And now the world's gone mad. Plague grinds the city down. Corruption rots. A mad killer roams the streets by night, seeking revenge.
But I wasn't.
The overseers have stormed my hideout in the flooded district.
I didn't kill a single person, Scorvo. What the hell?
With a mad witch named Delilah for the fate of the Empire. I'd say
thank you, DJ, for the hydration redemption.
The world doesn't punish wicked people. We make our choices and take what comes. And the rest is void. I can't say I wasn't warned. The men are recovering well from the attack, but they don't understand the danger they're in. My mother warned me never to make an enemy of a witch.
I mean, yo, that's just generally good advice. Never make an enemy of a witch. Oh! Hi, Corvo. Hi, Daddy.
Corvo, here to settle our debt. You understand, I won't make this easy for you.
Okay. Defeat. Hey, I killed Corvo. Killed.
What is it?
Thomas has returned with the information you requested. He's waiting for you below.
Passing shot. Let's see. Kane says, in my understanding of Dishonored, that cutscene is basically the same whether or not you killed a lot of people. It's assumed. I always kill people if anybody died, even if I did it. Yeah, makes sense. I mean, you know, it's the whole thing with that's amazingly loud. Give me a sec. Actually, no, please 50. That should be fine. Yeah, that's already sounding better. Yeah, because I went through the entirety of Dishonored, didn't kill a single person. You know, got the clean hands trophy for the Knife of Dunwall, got the cleaner hands trophy, and I'm going to attempt to do the same here. DJ, apparently Disneyland fired some of their staff because they're SJWs. What? The staff got fired because the staff were being SJWs? I mean, Disney's shown its true colours with Mulan. They've really shown their true colours. Corrupted Bone Charms. Corrupted Bone Charms are powerful bone charms that come with a cost. Locate them like normal bone charms by listening for the song they emit or with the Void Gaze power. Equivalent in the bone terms. Yeah, fair enough. Witch's Skin. Oh, it's got all the... Oh, it's got all my previous ones as well, thank you. Where's Witch's Skin? There we are. When taking damage, your mana is drained before your health, but the mana does not regenerate. Ha, no. Actually, that's nice. Kane almost finished to successfully no kill anyone mission. Those damn rats always ate someone. I always made a thing, whenever I was choking someone out, I put them somewhere high so the rats couldn't get to them. You don't know, they just said they fired some people because, well, also they haven't seen that movie. It's the new one, which they're basically saying, apart from saying, you have to pay your Disney Plus subscription normally, and then drop like £25 extra to watch Mulan, which is bullshit, because that's not how live streaming services work. That's not how streaming services work at all. It's you pay the subscription, you get all the stuff that's on there as part of paying your subscription. That's how it works. You don't pay extra to be able to watch films. But basically, Disney have chosen not to take any. They've chosen not to say anything against the Hong Kong stuff, and quite a lot of the people involved with that movie are in favour of how China is treating Hong Kong. So, So that's a bit on the shit side. So Disney have completely lost my future custom. Not that they had much of it anyway, to be fair. Kane had never considered hiding bodies up high. You try not to be eaten by the rats yourself. You're terrible with the game. Yeah. Again, if you want to look through my stream archives, you'll see that I quite happily provided Corvo's hangover relocation service, and basically put unconscious bodies very nicely ensconced and safe on top of rooftops, so that when they wake up from whatever the sleep dart or being choked out was, they would look around like, how did I get up here? What on earth was I drinking last night? Oh, the captain's going to have my head. Mal, you have to rebuy it if you delete it as well. What? Wow. Wow, that's really bad. It's also shit live action in Mulan, or ignoring all the political things. Yeah, it is. There are several other interpretations of Mulan out there. Some even done by actual Chinese filmmakers who are faithful to the legend. So, long story short, don't go for the Disney version of Mulan. Go for the better versions. It sounds now like their own Marvel. Marvel has been better marginally. Well, has. They're not so great now. Ken says Disney isn't a true submodel, it's a microtransaction setup. Mulan's lead actress also supports the Hong Kong police, so I'll pirate it if I want it. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, it's really not good. Not good in the slightest. Oh, note from... Oh, go away. A note from Billy. Mal, like if it doesn't follow their own cartoon in Mulan, yeah, that's true. The other live action versions do at least somewhat, but this is just completely out of left field. Okay, there's a better version on YouTube for free anyway. Yeah, I think that's actually the one by Chinese filmmakers. Something like Mulan Unlimited or Mulan Unleashed, I think it's called. So sorry, back from making coffee and getting food. That's completely fine. Not much has happened, Moto. Just killed Corvo in a dream sequence. That's literally it. Let's see. Daud. No need to waste breath with apologies or excuses. You taught me that. All I can say is that as soon as I left Dunwall, my head felt clear. Maybe for the first time. You told me once that people like us burn hot, then burn up. We don't get a chance to start over. No long days in the sun. But if I know you, Daud, despite all the blood on your hands, you've been stashing coin. No one does that if they're not holding on to something. You've got some kind of plan, some hope for a new life. Maybe you knew, maybe you didn't. But that's what you gave me when you let me walk away. The one thing you said that wasn't possible. And I will never forget that. When the time comes, and it will, I hope you're watching close so you'll get that chance too. I left a book for you. The world is bigger. Well, sorry, the world is big. Bigger than I knew. There are a lot of pieces where an old man like you could disappear. I also tried to get an orange, but orange is near, so you got banana. Ooh, banana. Cobbled bits of bone. Oh, I can hear it. No, that's not. Blink, void gaze. Oh, I don't have. Why do I think that it's up there? But it's not. No, it's just down there. Right, okay. Oh, there's one over there as well. Oh, so I can't do the edge teleport thing anymore. Okay, that's weird. That's a lot of money. Ah, my gear. Give me my crossbow. Really want the crossbow. Need my sleep darts. One rune. And a knife that I will never use. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is the from the playthrough that I did with a quick run through. So yeah, I got agility and all that. Just get bend time, because bend time is useful. Yeah. I need 6 runes to get bend time mastered. Oh, there's pull as well. Oh, I should have got that. Bollocks. Well, there's the first load. There's the first loading up. Whoops. DJ is sad because Disney, there's one cartoon that you actually like seeing the clips of. It's surprisingly dark here and there. Oh yeah, old Disney used to be really, really dark. Oh, okay. And you'll be happy to know, Mimoto, you were away when I said it, but I've activated the save. God damn it! Channel point redemption. The Metaphysica Mysterium. It is said that we should not sully our hands when combating the forces of the void. My studies have been deemed heretical by my brothers, but the rewards have been invaluable. I have harnessed the same energies employed by the outsider and his accursed followers while avoiding their corruption. I will prescribe a twofold method in this text. Indirection. As the unwholesome power of the outsider use living flesh as a conduit, we can avoid being tainted by using the flesh of others instead. That's just evil. Containment. By using channels and barriers, we can focus these void energies in a raw state, shielding them from the perverse perspectives of the outsider. Oh yay. Try not to load a lot. No promises. Oh, boot stealth 1. Improved armor. I will not need the armor. Oh, I like their sabers. Yoink. Look how nice that is. That actually looks really nice. Get my gear. Is it going to pick up his sword again? It probably is. Yeah, it is. It was a dirty joke. Ah. Right, pull. There we go. Pull living things and bodies for a slightly higher mana cost than inanimate objects. When enemies are close enough, they're lifted helplessly and can be executed or choked out. Corpses and unconscious bodies are automatically carried. Oh, pool's nice. And only 4 rooms as well. I really wish I had the Undertaker rune. Really do. And speed and swift shadows. Why do I need to know how to drink a health potion?
I found Lizzie Stride. Getting her to lend us her boat will be a bit complicated, however. She's in Coldridge.
Sure looks nice, but you'll never use it. This is
I
true.
hear they've got enough on her to hold her for about 1,000 years.
Coldridge. We can use this. We'll get her out. And Stride will have to pay back the favor. We'll have our transport.
Ready to leave, sir? Or should I wait?
Wait.
At your pleasure.
Mostly because there's a rune over there. So am I... Oh no, I can do this again. Good, good.
Taking prisoners is exactly the sort of thing I'm talking about.
You don't have to remind me. It's Billy's duty. Overseers found us. That wasn't Daud.
Daud should have caught it. And now Witches? He's not the man he was.
Quiet. You're going to get us killed.
Descent in the ranks. Knife of Dunwall, Survivor's Tale. Oh, Jesus Christ. No, thank you. We all know what happened in Knife of Dunwall. We were watching it last week. Oh, there's a hydration reminder from DJ. Thank you very much.
This will hold while we're away. Anything short of cannon fire.
Let's hope it won't come to that.
Oh, even if I picked up the Overseer's sword, I've still got my knife. Well, I tried to get a nice looking sword. Spy Master.
They say he let Rothwild live. Is Daud getting soft?
Rothwild's not coming back anytime soon. You should spend more time thinking about your form.
More dissent in the ranks. Well, I'm sorry, I thought I was your leader. There's really nothing else to do here. Fair enough. Oh, did I read as general? No, I did not.
Is it time to go, sir?
Sucks for you. Yeah. Just going to be different as to what's shown across the bottom of the bottom of the screen. That's up. Hostiles killed, none. Civilians killed, none. Alarms wrong, none. Overall chaos low. Didn't kill anyone. Didn't find all the coins though. Because I'm going soft. Yeah. But, you know, there's pills you can take for that. Actually, that's a point. Just whilst I think about it. I'm wondering basically, is there another ghost-like trophy? Completed. There we go. Science is golden, completed without alerting anyone. 1.4% rarity and 2.1% on cleanest hands. Oh! Ho, 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 ho. Oh! Oh my God. What do you mean, Amoto? I was just responding to what DJ said. Save execution for Lizzie. You need Lizzie Stride's boat to reach Delilah's stronghold at Brigmore Manor. Unfortunately, the leader of the Dead Eels gang is locked up in Coldridge Prison, so you've got to break her out. Ah.
Delilah doesn't leave Brigmore Manor anymore. She doesn't have to.
Mal says, you have to remember how many people end up actually playing DLCs. That's very true.
Far out past the quarantine.
Yeah.
I'll need a ship. I've lived in Dunwall's underworld a long time. I know the players. Gang leaders, madams, corrupt officials. But what I need is a smuggler who knows the river, someone I can trust. It's a reflection of...
You can't trust smugglers.
Or perhaps myself.
Just can't.
That after all these
Don't blame
years,
you, DJ. I
the best
will.
choice I have is Lizzie Stride. And Lizzie Stride is in jail.
Oh, favours. As Daud, you can use your network of spies and corrupt merchants to purchase equipment and upgrades before each mission. You can also pay for special favours. These favours can have a variety of effects on the mission, such as granting access to equipment caches or revealing secret information. Same as Knife of Dunwall then. Improved armor, boost stealth, explosive block capacity, arc mine capacity, arc mine extra charge. Ooh. Really could do with some more of these. Oh, I wish I'd saved some money at the end of Knife of Dunwall. I really did. My those special phase. Overseer Daud. You would disguise an overseer. An overseer has been summoned to Coldridge Prison. Your contacts will intercept him and send you in his place. Oh, excuse me. Using this overseer's uniform as a disguise, you fool the prison guards long enough to get you inside. Ooh. Misplaced rune. Recent sweep of the prison for contraband has yielded a number of heretical artifacts. One of them will be accidentally misplaced for the right bribe. Fourth requisition. Oh, forged. Forged requisition orders allow your contact to deliver stun mines to the prison. The key to the munitions locker will be hidden nearby. I'm taking all of those. I can't afford any of the upgrades. I couldn't even beforehand. I don't really need them either. I have 80 coins. I can buy some 3 sleep darts. Oh, no, they cost 30, not 20. Oh, I could buy 2. Right. Well.
This should
That'll
get
help
me
with
in
no
the
kill
front
run.
door at least.
Yes.
Looks like I'll need to check in with those guards by the gate.
Nice, really nice use of the Dishonored mission intro thing. Really liked it. Magic will not work. I can't use magic to get done. Okay. I see.
Overseer. About time, Overseer. We sent for you hours ago.
There was a problem with the waterlock.
Fine. Listen up. The incident took place in the interrogation room. Cross the yard and keep going straight. Anything else is off limits. Understand? Don't go exploring. Don't speak to the prisoners. We're not here to listen to you preach.
Who does he think he's talking to?
Don't
I know,
forget you're
right?
in Coldridge now, not the Abbey. We asked you here for one reason.
I'll be gone before you know it.
I could quite easily just call you a heretic and bring the entire force of the Overseers down on you. Oh, Overseer's the highest rank? I thought so, yeah.
Guard, open the gate. This mask won't fool an arc pylon.
What's wrong with me? We're sending 3 men to the fire district. No one knows what actually happened.
I wonder if you can do it without favours. Oh, most likely yes.
Neither of them knew anything. They died to satisfy the
Oh.
Lord Regent's office.
It's not even powered.
Officer Thorpe.
Thorpe slipped him the key.
He got weak. They paid him off, but he couldn't tell us who it was. And believe me, he wanted to by the end.
You see Corvo train, didn't you? Once he had the key, there was no stopping him. And the way he went off that bridge, how do you stop a man?
Right through there. Can't miss it. None of the guards that went in the question came out.
I'll be careful. What happened here?
Okay. Well, she burned up. Doink. Nope, he just redeemed a save thing. Thank you for the reminder.
That's just ridiculous. Stupid rats. Plague. Elixir. Crap.
Interrogation log 425. Prisoner, gold, method collector, in theft of goods, heated metal bolt supplied to feet. Oh, outcome, promising response at first, but the subject lost consciousness due to shock. Gold, confession to vandalism. Method, sleep deprivation. Outcome, disorientation. Subject falsely confessed to the crime as well as other unrelated acts. Goal, location of weapon cache tied to attacks on river patrol checkpoints. Method, water tank. Outcome, tank mechanism malfunction. Subject drowned. Okay. Goal, name of conspiracy organizer. Method, engagement with phobia. Spiders. Outcome, subject divulged the information before the hatch of the spider basket was even opened. Now that fails. Dear Officer Ashfield, I would like to most humbly request access to documents concerning the new experimental choke dust, which you may have recently found yourself in possession of. I understand this is a delicate subject matter, and I assure you every precaution will be taken with the documents to ensure they remain confidential. If access to these documents is agreeable to you, please have one of your men deliver them to my cell. I think even the witch hunts had more decent torture methods, or rather more reliable. Actually not, but like,
Is she strapped in right? Good. Doesn't look like much, does she? Comfortable? Alright, we'll get this
oh
done.
good, more spiders.
Let's start with how
Ooh.
you got into Dunwall Tower in the first place. Was it one of the servants that let you in? One of the guards? Nothing? Alright. Corporal, use the hammer. That's right. The smaller one. Can't really tell if she felt that. Don't want to break anything. Let's try again. How did you... Wait. You hear a kind of ringing in your ears? What's happening to her face? Is she going to... Oh no! Oh no! Shoot her! Shoot her! Shoot!
Well. Mousers can't tell. Yep. Get what you deserve. Yep, definitely in that situation.
You're free to go. This is the Abbey's problem now.
Do whatever you need to do. I'm not sticking around. And don't leave any, what do you call it, black magic lying around. I don't want to be cursed or anything.
Well.
Seen anything scary?
this room. Goes through there. No chance there. Water of life. Drinking from fountains recharges a small amount of health. Did I already have that? Faucets. Right. Okay. It's fountains as opposed to faucets. Right.
Better make a pass over here.
God damn it.
Head directly across the yard and through the door. It's in the interrogation room. And don't forget,
Easy, but I can do it once the cell doors open.
Right.
How? In the first rush, they take 2, 3 before they get their swords out, pick up their pistols. I'm a good shot.
How good?
I'm better than most of the people here. It's a fact. If I keep moving, I can take the rest one-on-one. It'll be bloody, but it's doable.
You're not thinking. If a fight even starts, you'd be finished. When that alarm goes, your odds are just about 0. Me, I just keep quiet. Slip by when no one's looking. Take as long as it takes.
Either way, you'd have to be lucky. And a complete madman.
You'd have to be Corvo, in other words.
Confirmed. Corvo is a complete madman.
All cells in Section B are under quarantine.
There's the misplaced rune. That's all the runes. This isn't suspicious at all. Nope. This is all part of a normal overseer investigation. Oh, Kane's redeemed dehydration. Thank you very much. Sneaky, sneaky. Always sneaky, sneaky. This is very long-reaching outside overseer music. I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna walk away. Oh right. So even my agility boost I get is considered magic. Okay then. My mega duper ultra high super jump. Kane, you can only manage stealth in Skyrim, invisible potions and muffle. That's fair. I mean, I can only just barely manage stealth in this. That's why I save scum. I save scum a lot. All I can think is the OC music is going over a loudspeaker or something like that. Ooh, pistol. I can't carry any more ammo of that type. Okay. You do like to use paralysis potions on people on cliff edges to watch them tumble down. They live through it more often than they should. Wow. Yeah. Them living through that at all should not happen.
The Sokolov radial interdiction device, or ARC pylon, is for use only by personnel trained in proper procedure.
Not until the Overseer finishes. I don't want to think about it.
Section B closed. Section B will remain closed until the conclusion of the investigation into the escape of Corvo Etano. Prisoners have been moved into the cells on the other side of the prison. Alright. Is my character whistling trying to look like they belong? No, that's ambient whistling from the other guards.
Let me know if you want to take my patrol. You always lose.
Someone's supposed to be on duty over here.
Too bad that'd been funny. It would have been. Okay, so you're there. I can't get past you. That's also restricted. Okay. However, I don't think it's restricted until I go into it. You know what? I'm going to save. I am going to save and see how far I'm actually allowed to go. No, he seems to be fine with me just being here. So that's something at least.
This disguise won't help me if I'm caught in a restricted wing.
Fair.
All prison personnel will stay
DJZ, I think the new Discord app update has deleted your Discord server. I don't see why it would.
It is free of any heretical corruption.
Can you going to do what you would have put out one of the explosive things and drop it off on them? I forgot you could do that. No, sadly, because I'm going for no kills. Okay, so that's a watch office there. Alex wants an unjoke.
All cells in Section B are under quarantine until further notice. Prisoners who have been transferred from Section B will be observed for signs of infection.
Did you hear about the constipated mathematician? He took some Imodium and it worked out in the end. Stump me. Unjokes are hard to do. They're a lot harder to do than I thought they would. Oh well, there's a wiggle winner with the with the constipated mathematician at least. Ah, there are guards patrolling up there. Okay. Ah. Curses. Did it has? Or your cross on that? The update should not have deleted the server. There might be, there might be a server issue where, the server's just not populating properly. Or it's, randomly disconnected. But should not have deleted the server. The only way it should delete a server is if it's been found to be in breach of Discord's terms and service, in which case they delete it, or if an administrator deletes it themselves. Those are literally the only ways that I can think that Discord servers can be deleted. It's funny because it worked out in the end, like his butt. Everybody says you're welcome for the challenge. I know you have good ideas. Yeah. I might be offline, close and restart. Yeah. I mean, you know, out of everyone that I know, Lex has got one of the most thorough knowledges of Discord. Okay, so the locker key's in there, I think. Or it might be on the other side of the wall. No, it actually looks like it is. Oh wait, no. No, it looks like it's on the other side there. Oh well. Oh well. DJ shouldn't, because it's all safe for work. I don't see any reason why it would have been deleted then. All I can think of is then that it's either offline for some reason.
Lizzie's tried. She's in rough shape.
Okay. Open her cell. Okay. Cell control system, right. Discord glitch, yeah. It also very well could be a Discord glitch.
All prison personnel will stay clear of the interrogation room until the representative from the Abbey has certified it is free of any heretical corruption.
That's me.
Let me know if you want to gamble on the hounds again. Nobody's making rounds over here?
Okay, saying Discord glitch. Had weird issues with Discord before. One of the most annoying is disappearing server icons. Yeah, I've had that a couple of times.
This controls all the cell doors.
Cell control system quick reference. Set first tumbler to match cell section number. Set second and third tumblers to cell number. Pull lever to confirm selection. Right. Ensure that each cell opening request and selection are verbally confirmed. Investigating reports any suspicious malfunctions immediately. Okay.
Better make a pass over here.
Remember to take extra care in logging transfers. Even temporary transfers of prisoners from one cell to another must be recorded in the logbook. Ensure the logbook is available in the guard booth between sections C and D at all times. Okay. D24 it's called.
Rounds over here?
Okay. Procedures following the escape of Corvo Etano. Following the escape of Corvo Etano, the council appointed by Lord Regent has decided it is of the utmost importance to increase the security measures at Coleridge Prison. The recommendations made by this report include structural measures such as increasing the height of walls, sealing ventilation shafts, and ensuring sewer entrances are inaccessible. Additionally, staffing at the site must be increased to thoroughly cover all exits and maintain observation of all major corridors. Special addendum. In addition to the new measures outlined herein, the council has consulted both the Abbey of the Everyman and the royal physician Anton Sokolov, who is also the head of the Academy of Natural Philosophy, asking for guidance and equipment in the handling of those cases which are more exotic in nature. While we have dismissed reports of the supernatural in the past as old wives' tales and lunatic hearsay, recent months have convinced us there are matters afoot that we do not fully understand. As such, prison executive personnel are encouraged to welcome the presence of both the overseers and anyone working under Sokolov's technical guidance. Yes.
Target, you're such a chopper. Better make a pass over here.
telling shit. Wait.
Daud,
Is that right? Whoever sent you, I'll pay double.
I've come to break you out. You can owe me the favor.
What kind of favor?
Doesn't matter. You'll be dead in another day here.
What kind?
It's just a boat trip. Upriver. Past the blockades.
Then you're out of luck. My boat, the Undine, now belongs to someone else. My second-in-command double-crossed me and took it. A little shit named Edgar Wakefield.
It's a situation I'm familiar with. Can you walk?
Get me out of this damn thing and I'll fly. I can pay you to get rid of Wakefield.
It'll be my pleasure. Come on.
I'll just get my tiara.
He says, come on, and she's still locked up.
Down. I think
I'll have to carry her out.
Well. So now I've got to get out without being seen with her. This is going to be interesting. Ken says watching this is going to give you ideas for your announcer meetsy. Nice. Choke everyone out. They aren't witnesses if they're all sleeping. Yes, exactly. Let's save. That's a pretty good time to save.
Any chance you'll share your food with me tonight? Shut up. Nobody's making rounds over here?
Oh, DJ redeeming a save. Yeah, I just did one. And Kane redeeming a hydration. Thank you very much. Oh, bit too much in one mouthful there. Fnar fnar. I wonder, can I? I can. Now, can I from here? No, I just fall short, but not from there. Beep. Beep. Kane says, if you're like me, you'll play for hours and drink nothing the whole time, or drink too much and have to pee 6 times in an hour. It's never an in-between. You're right, I'm exactly like you in that respect.
All prison personnel will stay clear of the interrogation room until the representative from the Abbey has certified it is free of any heretical corruption.
Right, before I make this escape. So DJ was really worried because it's your only Discord account and you have 2 Discord servers, one for you and one for your other stuff. You're still worried about the Discord. It'll be fine. Discord may get buggy and glitchy at times, but it's generally an okay system. Oh, that's why I keep losing that chunk of health. Gotcha. I need to send me your email. Is my email the same? Yes, my email is the same.
Better make a pass over.
I have no idea how I've not been spotted doing this, but fine. Fine. I have something now? Give me 2 seconds. Ooh. Oh, I like that. Yeah, I'll see what I can do with that. Thank you very much. Mark has unread so I can find it again after the stream. Yeah, thank you. Kane made his new cleaned up film. It's very nice, thank you. Tried to make it colourful like my personality. Oh, flattery will get you everywhere.
She's beaten, but not dead. See that her wounds get attention.
It will be done. All quiet, sir. Ready to go.
That's it. That was it?
Let's go.
Okay. Okay. Hopefully it'll work for a potential emote sometime. Yeah. I think I'll actually I'll resize it because it needs to be sized to certain things for this, for I don't know, for whatever reason, and I'll put it in as my tier 2 sub emote. That's a whole mission short and sweet. Yeah, it was. You know, didn't kill anyone, never detected, and still low chaos. Maintained overseer skies, leaving no evidence behind. Yup. Missed out like 1,000 coins. Ah. You made a few inches in height because the illustrators paid a set for 8 by 11. Yeah, that's fair. It's easy enough to downsize. I just might have to. I'll have to do it in GIMP rather than MS Paint, because MS Paint, while one of the only things that I've actually got a lot of experience with, doesn't pay attention to things like, you know, transparency. The dead eels. With Lizzie stride free, you have a captain to take you upriver. Unfortunately, Lizzie's second in command, Edgar Wakefield, is running the old gang and won't hand over the ship without a fight. Deal with the traitor Wakefield and help Lizzie get her ship in working order. Fair. MS Paint is how you made a JPEG. Oh, fair enough then.
6 months ago, Draper's Ward was where Dunwall, rich and well-born.
And I shall be able to size it appropriately using paint.
The plague burned through it in days. Today it's a battleground where 2 street gangs fight over the spoils. The Hatters and Lizzie's gang, the Dead Eels. Lizzie Stride was the boss until Edgar Wakefield betrayed her and took her place. And her riverboat. It's the kind of thing that happens every day in Dunwall. I don't judge him. I've done worse myself. But I need that boat.
Yes, you have, Daud.
And I have business.
You have done worse, Daud. Ooh. Let's also resize it too if anyone needed. I think it needs to be. So there needs to be 3 separate files, all different sizes and all different sizes. So one needs to be 72 by 72 pixels, another one needs to be 36 by 36 pixels, and the third one needs to be 18 by 18 pixels. And you know, all 3 images have to be exactly the same. That's the guidelines for the emotes. Favours. Sunken crate. Allied whalers will dump a crate loaded with supplies overboard near the Undying. You will have to dive to retrieve the contents. Fair. Hidden rune. A tunnel dweller has been bribed to bring a rune from the depths of the Dunwall storm drains and place it within reach of the surface. I will take all of those as well. It's a PNG for transparency. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I have so little money. I really wish, like, if I'd known that all my money got carried over, I would have done a low chaos playthrough of Knife of Dunwall and just saved as much money as possible so I could come in here and just buy everything. Yes, that's correct, Kane. 72 by 72, 36 by 36, 18 by 18, and edges to be the same. Yeah, the entire image has to be the same in each one of the iterations. DJ Ed is playing GTA 5. Looks like in a bold princess. I've got GTA 5. It's just, you know, it's on PC, and my PC can't stream most PC games because my PC, while having been saved by the enhancement I made to the CPU, still not that great. Really isn't. Oh, these things are so nice. I'll take a couple of those. Stun mines are so fun. Yeah. Proceed to the mission.
The textile mill used to run off a water wheel before the canal went dry. It started up again recently, and whatever the Hatters did to get it working has enraged the dead eels. They're fighting in the streets.
Okay. Oh, shade being thrown. Oh, there we go. There's the fighting going on. Let's see. Okay, you can't stream with your machine, sadly. Had to weaken the graphics card by like threefold because your good one went out and you didn't have the cash for a better one. It's a 7-year-old machine, but it was once top of the line. Yeah, mine was once pretty decent, about like, oh, Jesus. Getting close to 5 years ago now. Used to be, you know, high end, not not top end, but high. And now, meh. Like the processor upgrade means that I can play a lot more modernish games on it without it having an issue. But I can't really stream most games, not PC games anyway. This is why I do it. Why I play by a PS4. Although I'm pretty sure. Well, I did a test, and it's like. Seems to be like most of the retro games I want to be doing when I finish the Doom series. They seem to be fine. So, that should be fun. Thank you very much for the hydration, DJ. And Ken says, you're only using for WoW for the longest of times. Looks beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. I can wholly imagine that. Although, give me a second, all this hydration has had its effect, so I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Kane went in and edited the shit out of the thing, which filled up the screen with shrubbery, etc. Yeah, the more graphical power you put into WoW, a lot more of the stuff you see at the same time. Let's see, it's you. I mean, yeah. Yeah, it is you.
You can't fight for shit! That's what happens when you tangle with a deadie.
Wow.
What?
That was quite bloody. So riverfront. Okay, hidden runes over that way.
Someone wants to get kicked in the gut. Is that? Gotta keep my eyes open.
Gotta be honest, the best thing they did in recent years was classic. The new stuff isn't as fun for you, and every upgrade is just more laggy for you. Granted, you can run GTA 5 on the machine and not lag until you go online. So it's probably the CPU. Yeah, that does sound like it's CPU. It's very much what's happened with mine. Cat sneezed and spooked you. But yeah, I'm definitely with you on the thing with World of Warcraft. I played Legion. I had fun with Legion. Then they did the Tomb of Sargeras thing, which, you know, again, I don't know. No, that was actually part of Legion. The mini expansion they did within Legion that took you to the remnants of the Draenei homeworld, Antares or something like that. But I enjoyed Legion overall. But then Battle for Azeroth came out, and it's just like, it just felt like everything was just more, you know, it felt all cloned. It felt like it was just all the same gameplay mechanics as Legion. So it was like, well, why? Why bother? So Legion was a blast, but you wasn't raiding. Tomb of Sargeras was fun, and Taros got boring at the very end. BFA went backwards. Fully agree, yes. Yeah, and Taros was a very mixed bag for me.
I'll cut you up like a slaughterhouse whale. You hear me?
Are you missing something, little eels?
I got a little something for you. Might burn a little.
Drive them back into the river.
Reaper's Ford is our place now.
DJ is back. I checked everything was still there. You're lucky enough. That's good. Oh. They're fighting. There's fighting going on nearby. Bone Storm Mouth. Yep. You're in the predicament I've experienced. Get somewhere good trying to teleport around, not finding a good spot to go. Yeah. Bone Storm would be a great mode, but how would one do it? Good point. I love the agility boost in this. Oh, Ed, thank you very much for the raid.
Wonder what it was doing down there in the
You've come in watching me,
off boat.
well, doing Brigmore Witches, and well, I will be safe scumming because that's the only way I can get through these games and still maintain stealth. Game says dog treat bones in a whirlwind is about as far as you can get. Oh, that would be good, yeah. Who has flat leaves? Yeah. The game does kind of show its age a bit. And hello, Ed. Yes. I can't get past there with the teleport. But my hidden rune's on the other side of it. Although, maybe I could... Hey, this is what I needed. One rune, and one warning from an anonymous friend. Hello, friend. As instructed by your whalers, I have dredged this horrid thing up from the depths of the storm drains and placed it in the agreed upon location in hopes that you, and only you, recover it. But be warned, poor fortune has followed me every step of the way since laying hands on this thing, and I am overjoyed at the prospect of leaving it here and being done with it. May it treat you better than it has me. And if some unlucky local has stumbled upon this wicked bone, heed these 2 warnings. As I have said above, poor fortune will find you, but most importantly, this is intended for delivery to the most dangerous man in the Empire. If you are in possession of something he wants, you may count your remaining hours on one hand. I mean, count your remaining hours before you get strangled, yes. How many runes do I have now? I have 4 runes! Woo! See, I don't know if pull level 2, you know, pulling a person, will alert them or not. I would test it on one of them, but there's 2 of them.
I admit, I'm stymied. I thought dragging it up out of the mud was a hard part, but I had no idea how to open it.
Hammers?
Really? Look at that thing. You think
Mark says, will pulling someone alert them? Yeah, I think they'd feel it. Yeah.
Sure.
But I'm just wondering whether it will actually alert them, or whether I can still do it in stealth. I don't know. I finally done with your answer, Moto. Nice. And there's the link for anyone who wants to see it in chat. Ed, hope the stream has been good. It has so far. It's been entertaining. The Bloodborne stream went at a ridiculously fast pace, getting down 3 bosses? I think 3? Well, technically 3 in a mini-boss, because killed the killed the Bloody Crow by cheesing him. Then Amygdala, the One Reborn, and the Celestial Emissary. Yeah, so 3. Okay, so they're fighting each other again. It's good. Takes your attention away from me. Bloodborne stream was funny. It was funny, yes. It was me, Pokey, and Mal all together, and the shenanigans that we were getting up to was just absolutely hilarious. Especially in terms of, you know, sitting in front of doorways and closing doors on each other. Oh. Are you the only person there? Nope, you are not. Someone's still around. Hi. Oh, shite. Whoops. Oh, wow. Oh, I need to pull up my my windows again because they got closed down. Thank you very much for DJ for the hydration. Yeah, Mal. I thought I was going to be funny, so I sat right in the way for the boss room to Amygdala, so that Mal couldn't get past. So he just sent me back to my own world, and then Pokey sat down in my place immediately after. Honestly, I think the Upper Cathedral door bit was the best. Yeah, triggered the spawn of 3 of the really nasty Lycans, and then they closed the door and left me in the room to deal with them by myself.
Wakefield.
Lizzie kept to a deal once she'd made it. She weren't no cheat.
Exactly. After last night, I don't know who's gonna buy from us.
Do that. Lex has a kitty. Yay, kitty. They're just standing there. They might as well be T-posing. It feels like you missed some stuff. It was absolutely hilarious. It really was. It was probably the most fun I've had in Bloodborne for a long time. Apart from some bullshit one-hit kills that happened. But yeah, as Mal says, just wait for the upload. It will be up tomorrow. Technically, it should be up tomorrow after the Undertale stream. Not even should. That's that's when it will be up. Actually, no, it'll be up. I'll upload it an hour after the Undertale stream finishes. Mal, yeah, having 3 people in the world does make damage a little insane on both sides. Yeah, we were bullying things so much. It did effectively turn into I was a tour guide and Mal and Pokey were just decimating everything. Right, so I have random PC lagging and random super lead tiredness. Oh, believe me, I've got all of the ways against that. And Lex showing off their buddy emote. I'm so happy it looks good. The only issue with it is that I didn't make it transparent when I uploaded it. Well, it was transparent, it just didn't carry across. Because MS Paint deleted the transparency. Oh, there's a rune up there. There's also a person up there.
How did it pass me by?
It's probably got to be one of the silliest Smeagol says I've had to do. Followed by a hydration. But yes, advanced information also about tomorrow's stream is that I'm going to be streaming. Thank you for the hydration and also for the reminder to save. But yeah, I'm going to be streaming earlier tomorrow, so I'm going to have a stream that goes on before Undertale, where I'm going to go and revisit the Outer Worlds. DJ, I need to play some of the tape on your headphones because you're used to keeping the sound going through. My other headphones don't like your iPad and making a weird glitchy sound. That could just be the headphones. I'm sorry, what? Wait. Where did he go? Okay. Because I had a pair of earphones that were, completely fine. Tried to use them with the iPod I had at the time. They messed up completely. I think it's Apple doing Apple things, like only things that we say can be used with it. Lex going on the road with your mum tomorrow. That's completely fine. I mean, you know, like everything else, this is getting up. Well, that'll be uploaded to the stream archive. Most is crying, don't want to sleep. Note from Lady Boyle. My dearest friend, my costume ball will require 3 tailored outfits that are perfectly matching except for colour. We're going to play a game with our guests, you see. I am sad to hear of your deteriorating hands and the hard time in which you have fallen, as you were my first choice to craft these costumes. I will mention your physical difficulties to my doctor at the party. Perhaps he can be of service to you. Farewell, Waverly Boyle. So the thing that Cortano did, Corvo did. Ed saying people want you at the moment, see dipping out. That's completely fine. It's annoying. It's just annoying you want to be here. Don't worry about it. I know that real life tends to be a thing. Oh man, that's a bit worrying. White dress. Yep, that's the one. That's the one, Emoto.
Keep an eye on. We got company.
Because the headphones before it would break were working fine with your iPads. It's just the same pair, so you don't know. I'm still going to blame Apple. Because Apple are really, really bad for forcing you to spend more money than you need to. Sunken Crate and the Undine.
Wakefield's a hard man, but he's not as fun as Lizzie. Lizzie enjoyed it more.
Yeah, even Lizzie never drowned victims in a sack. Still see him squirming for air.
Yeah. How's he gonna top that?
Well, Wakefield's a bit of a sadist. I need a way to deal with him, non-lethally. Make him disappear, maybe.
Edgar Wakefield is on board the He's
mini heart attack.
Eels on alert since Lizzie's rumored to have escaped from Coldridge. He's expecting her. You will undoubtedly be a surprise to him.
Thanks, assassin buddy. Which I'm guessing is Thomas. Powder crystal. Note from our Hatter spy. Mr. Hat. There has been increasing activity since our raid on the dead eels a few days ago. It looks like Wakefield has been rooting out Lizzie loyalists and chasing them off or making an example out of them with some gruesome killing. I don't think he's got much of a hold on this gang, and things are likely to fly apart before long. Also, I swear I saw a woman lurking on some nearby rooftops last night, spying on the eels. She saw me looking at her and just disappeared. Perhaps you'll know what to make of that. Oscar. Oh, hi, Billy Lurk. Blech. Too much to read.
There's the boat. Wakefield's probably keeping... It will be a mercy compared to what Lizzie has in mind.
No, that's not Billy. That is someone else who can teleport. Okay. And Apple will never die because some teenager girls being twats. No, Apple will never die because they're always going to be perpetually in huge amounts of profit because they refuse to pay the correct amount of tax. Ha! Corrupted charm. Vengeance. Why do they have to put it right down to the bottom? Vengeance. Build up adrenaline much faster, but it takes less time to cool down. I don't use your adrenaline. It doesn't matter. I've got 5 runes now.
Fancy masks. Strip them of their jewels and set them on fire. Finest time in the world.
Drown him. Drowning's worse.
Set on fire's worse.
Drowned is worse.
You ever see a man set on fire? What does he do? He jumps in the water.
Very funny.
I hear Lord Shaw's making his way to the party by
That's not how any of this works.
bodyguards.
What? How do you hear things like that?
I have some connections.
Mo says, guess what? It's time for a new episode of 10 Read Stuff she probably really shouldn't be reading. Seems to happen every single time I stream Dishonored, at the very least. So, I'm going to save here, mostly because I want to test out a theory. Well, not a theory, I want to investigate something. Powers, pull level 2. Yeah, he saw me. Yeah. Yeah, they detect you. Not going to use them. Not going to upgrade it to no point. Mal saying the day the apple dies is the day my life gets good. To be fair, there is somewhere worse than Apple. It's Amazon. You know, Jeff Bezos becoming the first trillionaire in the world. And also Amazon doesn't pay their tax either.
Wakefield sealed himself in the cargo hold of the Undine. Smuggling ships like this one often have a hatch underneath for dumping contraband if they get caught. Perhaps the Undine is no different.
Yeah, but I still don't know how I'm going to deal with him non-lethally. That's the issue.
You ever get that creepy feeling of being watched? I've had that a bunch lately.
Funny you asked that. I had this feeling of eyes on me. I looked up on the roof of that building over there and...
There was a lady up there, right? I seen her too. Just staring. Then she was...
gone. In a wink. Yeah. We see the same thing.
Should we tell the others about it?
No. The others might think we're seeing things. First sign of the plague from what I hear.
There's a storeroom there. And a smuggler's crate over there behind the building. That's easy to get to. Mel says, Jeff Bezos is the richest man in the world, has underpaid staff, doesn't pay taxes, and doesn't have every country on the list of deliveries. Yep. Like, literally, it was actually worked out what Jeff Bezos could do with all of his money and still hold on to a huge chunk of it. You know, the guy could cure world hunger, well, solve world hunger. The guy could solve world hunger several times over. Could fund to infinity every single disease research project that exists.
The hagfish are feeding off the plague victims.
And, you know, and still extend the influence of Amazon to everywhere, literally, while at the same time also paying his workers a living wage. Does he do any of that? Nope. Why? Because greed. Ed just got hurt. People using too much light. What? What's happened now, Ed? Ow. Ow. Jeff Bezos is a douchebag. Yep. Bonesaw in progress. Oh, Callie announcing her arrival with telling me to save. I shall do after I heal. And hello, Callie. Kane hates those fish so much. I know the feeling. DJ trying to scare him at the point he does all that. Yep. sensory issues are hugely playing up. Ah.
Daud, this is the second time now. I see something, or someone, out of the corner of my eye. But when I turn, they're gone. Someone is watching us.
Yeah. I want to get into this building. Really want to get into this building. But I don't know how, apart from in the front door. Hydration from Kane, thank you very much. It's her. Yeah. That woman who we saw earlier, has been watching everyone else. Is watching, is seeing all this stuff that's going on. Ooh. There's any alternate ways in, annoyingly. As genuinely trying to hide in a corner now as it's too bright. Strange as it may sound, have you tried putting a coat over your head or something like that? You know, just to try and break out, block out a load of the light. Okay, internet's gone reset, but as he said, if you had Jeff's wealth, you'd be Batman. You don't want to be Batman. Not today's age. Today's Batman is not a good role model. Twitch stop buffering. I know, right? Blackout curtains might help too. Yes, blackout curtains definitely in the long run. And thank you very much for the contribution towards the Scare Time Challenge there, Mal. Oh, shite! I got seen. Moto agrees. Cover your head with a blanket, jacket, or anything. Don't smother your face though. Make sure you can still breathe. Yes, that is definitely an important point. Don't starve yourself of air. I was going to say don't starve, and then wow. Okay, so the hagfish are real nommy and bitey. That's not good. I'm just to point that out because she's forgotten that herself a few times. If your dead light can't hurt you. I mean, true, also in the thing of vampires.
Daud, this is the second time now. I see something, or someone, in my eye, but when I turn, they're gone. Someone is watching us.
Okay, so me blowing the horn actually did absolutely nothing. Oh no. No, 2 people have gone up there. Her one you told her to piss off and never come back, have not killed her. So I'm getting that feeling. We're still doing no kills. Not killing anyone, no matter how annoying they may or may not be. Oh, shit. Weeper. He keeps seeing me. Okay. You love Warframe and you're invisible. Glitchy. Glitch frame is glitch frame. Having something over your head is helping a lot. Good. Glad to hear that said. Yes, I do want to load that save. I'm not sure what to do then. Well, I say I'm not sure what to do. I know that the best course of action is obviously to use the water entrance to approach this.
What?
You got a 75% voucher and no plat to use it with. I mean, you do realise that 75% vouchers can also be used with credits, yeah? So what I used to do was...
this is the second time now. I see something.
Blueprints.
Out of the eye. But when I turn, they're gone. Someone is watching us.
Oh, a hydration request from DJ. Thank you. Oh wait, no, that one's finished.
Lizzie's boat is smaller than I remember.
Okay, the engine failed to start. Drink for days. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be staying hydrated. Oh no. Oh, they saw me. Kai's got a surprising tropical depression. I've got an unsurprising seasonal depression myself. No, not the same thing.
Daud, this is the second time now. I see something, or someone, out of the corner of my eye. But when I turn, they're gone. Someone is watching us.
It's raining all day. That sounds lovely. Oh wait, no, it's Florida. No, rain, no. I'm saving here mostly so I don't have to listen to him every single time I reload. Excuse me. Seriously!
Lizzie's boat is smaller than I remember.
Edgar Wakefield log entry. It's going to pieces. I was just getting things under control, but now I hear Lizzie buzz out of Coldridge. How? The dead eels are all starting to swing my way, and I even think we'll wipe out this because Hatters soon. Mr. Hat humiliated me something awful with that raid to steal our engine coil, and payback was going to be me taking a piss in his stovepipe. But now that Lizzie is free again, I've got the crew on high alert, orders to kill anyone that isn't one of us. I'm starting to think I bit off more than I can chew. Nah ha 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 ha. Entwined Squid, hello there. Something about that guy makes me feel like someone's watching you. DJ's Daud so forgetful, you say it multiple times. Apparently so. Old age gets people like that.
Why did I think this would work? You're Daud. What brings you here?
Lizzie Stride owes me a favor.
I'm sorry to hear that. You see, the watch picked her up. I'm trying to hold things together while she's in Coldridge. I'm awfully busy at the moment.
I won't take too much of your time, but there's the matter of that favor.
Yeah? What exactly does she owe you for?
First, for getting her out of Coldridge. Second, for what's about to happen right now.
Oh.
Come on, let's...
Whoops. I was saying, don't you love stories of doctors violating their fucking Hippocratic oath? Oh, God, no, bad. Twine Squid is great. How are you guys? I'm doing well, thank you. Continuously save scumming is probably quite apparent. Kane bonus for phone app, you can type and lay down and still see everything. That's true. Disadvantage with phone app is, of course, the fact that you pay more for everything on it. Will you let me... This game's swimming controls are awful!
Lizzie's boat is smaller than I remember.
Ah.
Time to signal Lizzie.
Target neutralized. I mean, he's not dead. Ed's currently waiting to be unconscious, so your sensory issues playing up to the point that your head is screaming in agony. Please rest if you can. Not full on sleep, just, you know, rest if you can. For fuck's sake. You don't pay through the app, you do it all on the PC. Ah! Completely fair. Yeah, everything costs more on the phone app for some weird reason. Subscriptions cost more, bits cost more, and, you know, they don't have any extra value on my side either, so it's really a very, very pointless thing to do. What? How are people seeing me? Bet you've ruined their day. Yeah, pretty much. Eddie getting better since you have stuff over your head and your iPad not hurting you since it's on really dim. But anything lighter is making me want to not to have my head anymore. Can I sell it on Amazon for £10? Sadly, Amazon Marketplace does actually forbid the trade of organs. It is actually in their terms and conditions. DJ's going to Google the dark comic stuff. I really shouldn't, DJ.
Lizzie Stride is assuming control of the
30% markup on iTunes and Google
He's
App.
ordered them to give you safe passage.
Epic Games is taking both Google Store and Apple to court over it. Yeah, but the issue there is that Google, Epic are the one who've broken contract.
And you followed him, took his orders. But you know what? I forgive you, all of you. I'm filled with love. But the following people each owe me a finger. Logan, Douglas, Bang Bang, Ferris, Pigface, the Bakers, and Annabelle. Shit. Phew. From you, Annabelle. Good night.
Yeah, people's minds are dark skin. Right? Yeah, yeah. I really wouldn't. Epic also don't masters do. Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, they really are. Seen the court finding info, it could hold water.
I'm still living with his
Nah. To be fair, out of the two of them, corporation-wise, well, out of three of them to be fair, corporation-wise, Epic are the better ones.
We're dead in the water.
What is it? Can we make a new one?
They don't make them anymore.
It could hold water doesn't change the fact that Dumbmasters still ain't true, yes.
We'll have to get it back.
The geezer still leads the Hatter gang, right? I'll pay him a visit.
It won't be that easy. There's a snag.
Always is. What's this one?
The geezer's about 100 years old by now. He's got it rigged so that if he dies, the whole place gets gassed. So they're real careful around him. Got him a nurse and everything. Maybe you can cut a deal for that engine coil. Turn on the charm. One of the Hatters gave me their door password in exchange for keeping the rest of his fingers. It's whalebone. I never got to use it on account of the gas. And being in jail.
Just be ready to move when I get back.
Let's see. Now says legal system is so fucked up it told Vic McNoah to just work it out with the other side who are accusing him of sexual harassment with zero evidence to back up their claims. Yeah. Yeah, it's on the corporate level, yeah. It's really, really messed up. Excuse me. Kane says most of the court systems don't protect anybody but the rich. Would disagree. Would disagree, having seen Callie at work and what she does and what her team does. Would heavily disagree that only the rich profit from, well, only the rich get protection from in the courts. Ah, more money. I honestly thought I was going to have to do something, you know, a lot more elaborate to get past him. So far, my opinion of this is, it's disappointing. They've taken a lot away from what Dishonored actually is. And it's kind of left, you know, it's just a generic stealth game at this point. There's no thinking about, oh, how could I do alternate methods? You know, what sort of thought can I put into this? It's just no. There's none of it. It's just sneak through and then that's it. Nothing more complicated than that. And DLC has that problem sometimes. Yeah, that's true. I mean, the first one, Knife of Dunwall, that was brilliant. The alternate, the non-lethal methods for it, absolutely wonderful. Really well done, really well thought out. Yeah, really enjoyed them. But this, so far, has been really, I don't know, quite lackluster. Oh, for the love of... Game leaves save, goddammit. Yeah, I will. In just a sec. I know it's late, but still, I do owe you a save soon. I think I know how to deal with that, though, because all I want really is I just want the rune. I just want the rune from it. I just keep forgetting, you know, I've bought myself a new power, and yet to use it. Yoink. It's literally the yoink power.
That's a lot of fingers. Lizzie's pissed.
Better solution, yeah. Better solution than trying to get around the random movement of the Weeper. There we go. There's the save.
Me and Ferris
Most is trying to stay awake. I've got a wonderful, wonderful solution to staying awake, which I probably will be relying on fairly soon.
What I see Daud do.
Just because he can do strange things doesn't mean there's an invisible man watching us. I'll ask him how he does it.
Are you crazy? Don't you dare.
I mean, you can ask me if you really want. I guess it's time to progress more of the game in Fallout 4. Go for it, Mal. I'm glad you're enjoying it. As you know, I've got my thing about I don't like Bethesda at all, and definitely not Fallout 4. But I'm glad that you're able to enjoy it. I really am. Coffee? No. Relentless energy drink. Not available in the US. Well, it is. It's just, you know, you have to pay like $30 or so per can because of import duty. I'm just a caffeine addict. Caffeine doesn't do anything. No, that's why I have this, and why I also have my Skull Crusher coffee if I really need it. Because caffeine addict or no, 350 milligrams of coffee per cup will keep you awake. I wonder if everyone has been told. Yo. Oh yeah, he's fine. So all the dead eels are completely fine with me now. Cool. That will make stealth a lot easier. Expensive. Only in the US. Over here is the same. Is probably around the same price relatively as Monster. And personally, I much prefer the taste of this. That's an arc pylon. I know what those things sound like.
Quiet in the city. Almost like it used to be.
Draper's Ward is the sweetest salvage since the plague came.
You ask me? We should stick to the factory work. Shrouds are bringing in plenty of coal.
Loot like this just sitting here? It's not how the Hatters play.
Most of avoiding energy drinks, you're afraid you'll get hooked on them and you'll screw the rest of the health of your heart. Perfectly valid. Let's see. Kane says, weird you can drink 2 or 3 pots of coffee in a few hours and still be drowsy. The other side effects of coffee are what keep you awake. Yeah, I can imagine that. Mel says, Engage was nice. Shipped with the starter pack with bread to go for £21. Oh yeah, that was a huge amount of energy drinks, and 6 of both flavours, all natural ingredients only. Not bad at all, no. That is really good.
What's the password?
Whalebone.
Come in, Hatter.
Most of like probably already pushing it with the amount of coffee you drink. Poor liver hates you, I'm afraid. Yeah, I know the feeling. I used to be that bad.
Sir, the Hatters are using the textile machines to make shrouds for the plague dead.
Now we know why they took the engine coil.
The man who runs the Hatters is more cunning than he looks. He can flood this place with a toxic gas. In time, it'll eat through our air filters. You may have to make a deal.
But what will this deal be?
Through here. The Empress did. She had Corvo Otano with her. They weren't wearing no clothes.
Keep your hat on. I was just asking.
Just because you're in charge of the gate, it don't mean the rest of us are idiots.
Yeah? Well, since you're such a genius, it ought to be real easy to see who it was. So go check it out.
Fine. I don't know why you're worried about nothing.
It's time for Daddy Daud to get a choke on. And choke. Here you go. Sleep on the vent. Oh! Or... yeah, that works too. That works. He's unconscious. He's fine. Oh. Thank you for the hydration, DJ. Oh. Ah. See, Mal, there's actually a test done because people thought coffee and tea were poisonous. They gave 2 death row inmates each beverage, 1 coffee, 1 tea. That's all they could have, as well as some food. They lived for a long time, thus summarising that coffee and tea weren't poisonous. That was done in the 18th century, ordered by King Gustav III. Nice! Straight into a pile of junk head first. I know, right? It's completely fine. He's fine. He will live. You, I want to choke you next. Yes, I can. Doink. And Moses says everyone's chiropractors are filthy rich. I know, right? Ooh, yoink. Corvo and Daud come through town, and yeah, chiropractors get a lot heavier pockets. Yep. It's like, must be that time of year again. Yeah, the the monthly chokenings. Oh, that's a wall of light. Oh wow. That'll be fun. Ed's in your bedroom. Good. Glad to hear it. Oh, that's a lot of tripwires. That is a huge load of tripwires. Okay, so I'm going up there. Hmm. There's no one else around. Well, I can see anyway. Oh wait, he's over there. Ed says downstairs was too much. Now you've isolated yourself since it was really painful. Yeah, it's definitely for the best, Ed. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, as Moto says, try to rest as much as you can. Where can we put you? Oh, this looks nice and safe and out of the way. There. He's just levitating now. You can't sleep without your meds. Rest does not mean sleep. Not always. Resting can literally just be there, laying down, relaxing. And thank you for the contribution to the Scare Time Challenge, Lex. It's very much appreciated. And yeah, as Amoto says, if you don't sleep, just rest, lie down, try to calm your mind. If you can't, then try distancing yourself. Yep. You're burning your enemies alive. DJ. Yep. I know. But you know what? In the words of the Doctor, just this once, everybody lives. I don't need to be sorry yet. Literally, you know, just rest. That's all we're saying. Healthy appetite. Food heals you moderately more. Meh. Oh, I didn't even realise I got this one. Take less damage from falls. Might as well. Mal saying, where the fuck did Kate get a flamethrower? I gave her a minigun. I remember that, but I never gave her a flamer. Ah! You're burning your enemies alive. Oof. Nasty way to go. Really nasty way to go. Everybody lives, says the Doctor during World War II. Yeah, I don't think everybody lives. Yeah, this is true. Blood from the eyes.
I told her to keep the children inside. I told her.
Okay.
I have to keep this position. He says to
TV
bring
and all.
a bottle I bring. He says to bring food, I bring food. He says to rest.
Full damage silent killer. Oh, especially for me, yeah. Actually, to be fair, I don't think I've died to full damage all that much here. Oh, I wonder. Oh. Too far away, balls. Well, I'm going to save before I do this. Because for all I know, the wall of light goes all the way down and will kill me. Oh, but there are hagfish down there. Yay. Oh. There's a lot of hagfish. Oh, shite. Greatest assassin in the world, full damage. Yep. Oh, why do I keep playing this game as if I don't have any sleep darts? Why? And you know, I can literally buy sleep darts between missions. I'm going to refund you on that save, DJ, because I'd already saved. But thank you for the hydration reminder. Moto says, help you starting to get seriously tired? Go to bed then, Moto. What's your one I'd recommend? Oh, shiteness. I can't fire a sleep dart through the wall of light. What the feck? Now DJ's got 1,000 points. Cool. Thank you very much for your continued support of the channel, DJ. Sorry, I'm streaming. Yes, but you need sleep. You clearly need sleep, Emoto, otherwise you wouldn't be feeling seriously tired. I'm going to be ending the stream in like 55 minutes anyway, so you might as well get some sleep now. You know what? There. Sleep on the pipes. I'm pretty sure she's a civilian. But, you know what that means, don't you? She still gets choked out. It's just, you know, she gets a very nice place to lay down. There. Textile mill yard key. Bolts open. Get hemlock essence. Here is spiritual remedy. I can use one, so I might as well. Grenade. I've got full grenades? Oh, okay. Alright, so you can push yourself another 50-something minutes. No! Emoto, go to bed! I'm not going to put the whale next to the sleeping body. These cans can be a little bit volatile at times, so yeah. Oh, this was an option all the time, wasn't it? Stream. There's not going to be a whole lot happening in the rest of the stream for the next hour or so, Moto. Go to bed. And Ed just had your real life mother shouting your name so you could see your cat sleep on her bed pillow when you went in your room to stay away from noise and lights. Yeah. Yes, Emoto, go sleep. You can catch up on watching this vid on the archive in a day or so. Honestly, go to bed. And just as a further inspiration to do so, I will be right back. Because I've drunk too much. And I'm back. What on earth have we got going on now? You can't sleep because fucking rehab. I'll have a nap then. If you're seriously massive tired, have a nap. Do you want your internet son to start stressing about his innocent mother, dear? It's health. Oh. Thank you for the hydration thing whilst I'm away, DJ. If I'm not stressing about you, I promise you'll have a psych checkup on Thursday and a health checkup on the 22nd, you'll be fine. It is, DJ, it is like fighting a stubborn kid. I'm always allowed. Can't be just sleep for 100 years anyway. Oh, you really need to sleep, Emoto. You really should. If you're tired, it's your body telling you you need to sleep. You don't want to waste your time sleeping. It's not a waste, it's recuperating. Okay, there's a room over there. Little launchers over there. Dry storage. Don't lose your head. Ah. Bull rat fetus. What the hell? Excerpt from a natural philosopher's note. Oh, this is going to be... For over a year, I've studied this cursed plague, collecting and dissecting rats by the thousand. Given their rapid gestation and maturation cycle, it's been possible to breed them for numerous generations. The rodents themselves seem immune to the plague, but they pass it readily between members of their own species, perhaps through mites. The blood of the rats tells its own story, allowing me to gauge the number of generations that a given group of rats have lived with the plague. As such, a nagging question remains. The rats collected in the poorest parts of town, in the slums, exhibit the oldest strains of the plague, while those found near the docks, where the foreign plague-bearing rats would presumably have entered our city, exhibit a younger strain of plague. Could this mean that the rats were transported to the slums in some way that is not obvious? Yes, they were planted there by the Lord Regent. I will continue my research. If nothing else, I am living proof that Sokolov's elixir and Pirio's remedy are very effective at protecting against plague, if one consumes enough of the stuff. Yes. Emoto, yes, I know, Emoto, self-destructive BPD brain talking, but please go to sleep. Otherwise, you know, you're just going to be, you'll be so overtired you won't be able to do anything at all tonight. So, if you just sit there and do nothing, then isn't that more of a waste than actually sleeping and catching up on the sleep you need? Not saying that you won't sleep at all. You just want to wait until after stream. Okay, Emoto, if you can promise me, that you will go to sleep after I finish the stream, then I will stop bugging you about it through the stream. Deal? Let's see. It looks like Skeeves ain't coming back from his patrol. It's been 6 days now. Don't get me wrong, I ain't grieving because Skeeves and me didn't see eye to eye on many things, but it makes me sad because he swore he's brought back a tremendous stash of coins he knew about up in the dried out waterway. Figured I'd part from him from all his coins and a few card games, but they ain't to be. Who knows? That water ever comes on again, it might just flush him on out, but I doubt it. When you get off duty tonight, we need to drink a toast to all Skeeves. Dried up waterway, eh? Oh, rune. I don't even need the runes anymore at this point. Or actually, I might. I think I'm one rune away from getting bend time too. Yeah. Yep, I am one rune away from getting bend time too. Awesome. That's exactly what I want. Promise, like, that was my intention to begin with. I just don't want to leave midstream. I need my precious only some appreciation time. Okay, seeing as you promised, I will get off your case about it, Emoto. Runes for collecting purposes. Yeah, but also at the same time, the runes... Going for the runes is usually what gets you into trouble. Because then you go for collecting and it's harder to maintain stealth overall, so yeah, they can sometimes just be, you know, not all that beneficial. I got me seen. I'll take that one. Lex is now bugging the mice. Aww. What was that noise? Oh, that just happened, you know, halfway through the loading screen. That wasn't even an audio delay. That was just full on mid-loading screen noise for no reason. Cannot kill the rat plague. Oh. Hello, skylight. Hello, impossibly high building. Okay, I'm redeeming a save. Thank you very much. I'm not quite as bad as I was with Knife of Dunwall. Knife of Dunwall, I was horrendous with my not saving. Oh, for the love of... Well. That can't be the only way up. It can't be. Engine room. Ha. Trimble knows the door combination. Gone to look into the water flow situation in the sewers. If you need access to the engine room while away, talk to Nurse Trimble. He's the only other person with the door combination. Wow. Seems like I'm going in circles. Same thing you do with the base game. Yeah, it's really easy to do because all the different ways you have of accessing certain ways and progressing, you can end up finding those the wrong way round. So I found, you know, all the alternate ways of getting into this building, at least. Just no alternate ways of getting upstairs by the looks of it. Warning, risk of falling. It wouldn't be so bad if that would be, you know, lower, so I could teleport up. So that guy up there is going to stop me getting to high ground on the factory floor. Fat mouse is fat. Rolly mouse mouse. Okay. So you're now going away. You keep going that way. You very much keep going that way. Oh, you've gone up another floor, have you? Okay. You are, however, coming downstairs. Okay, so this is going to require quite decent timing. Whoop. Man, that guy's got no peripheral vision at all. Not going to complain. Ed went to go on D&D on Discord, and would you look at another person being a twat at you for not being as active as you were in lockdown? Don't pay attention to them, Ed. Seriously, don't. they're going to be dickish over those kind of things, and they really do not deserve your attention. DJ has prawn crackers. Oh, I do like prawn crackers. I really like prawn crackers. Didn't think I would, but I do. Small scale explosive refinement. Ah, explosive bolts. Because one I already picked up the upgrade for those. Oh well, no, guess I never did. Okay, it's a super prego. It's a big bag. Oh, curses. Okay, I've totally been spotted. I do not know how I wasn't. Oh, Trimble's lab key needed. Grrrg. How dare you not be active when lockdown is lessened. It's not like lockdown freed up all the time. Yeah. And, you know, lockdown also being not exactly a break from things, because, yeah, stuff's going to happen in lockdown that no one's going to have control over. Oh, these people actually look like they're innocents. No, that's a gang member. That's a gang member. Okay, so not all innocents. Oh, although there's money there. I'm just gonna have to have words for that kind of, with that person. Yeah, I have to agree with the moto. Like, what the? I'm sorry. What just happened there? I just got spun completely 180 degrees around and then thrown off, and nearly got seen as a result. What on earth? Yeah, there's a pattern emerging with a lot of people you know. I really don't know how you've come to associate with them in the first place. Keep out, no omissions without Nurse Trimble.
I told her to keep the children inside. I told her.
DJ save. Thank you. I'll take that because I did, actually just save just then.
This whole place is part of the house.
Wakefield's miscalculated badly. I predicted this would happen, of course. A man like Wakefield knows which...
My name's Daud. I'm looking for Lizzie Stride's missing engine coil. I'm giving you a chance to make a deal.
Yes, sir. Very reasonable offer. Geezer here says you're in luck. We only need that engine coil because someone shut off the flow that turns our water wheel. I sent men into the sewers to restore the flow, and not one of them came back. But what stopped them won't be a problem for the famous Daud, will it? When the water flows, I'll give you the engine coil. Here's the key to the sewer entrance, and it's a pleasure to do business with you, Mr. Daud. The Hatters will behave themselves, as long as you keep your end of the bargain.
Has to turn neutral. Fair. Is usually part of the stream community that you're a part of, or wrestling community. Yeah, still don't know how you come to continue to interact with them. If people have been like that, Ed, I'd honestly just distance yourself and only talk to people who actually matter. I sent our head mechanic into the sewers to try and get water flowing in the canals again, but he hasn't been heard from since. We've lost other men trying to investigate what happened to him. Trimble.
This guy never made it back. Wonder if he's still down there.
Warning, when replacing the whale oil tank that powers the pulmonary machine, you'll have a precious little time to do so. If you fail to be diligent and Mr. Hat perishes, you'll release a toxic gas that will end your life and that of your fellow Hatters. Have a care. Fair. Don't know who the voice actor is, but he's good creepy. He really is. DJ, kill him or not kill him. I wouldn't risk it. Filling the entire place full of toxic gas. Not a good strategy. And the best bet is the community are there and you don't talk to most of them much than doing a big conversation. Apart from one or two exceptions, I have not seen a good example of the wrestling community as a whole. They do seem to be really quite toxic. That's an empty vial. Baffle dust. Baffle dust? Okay. And the actual leaders of the community are really nice people, just some people who watch them are awful. Should report them. Should report them to the community leaders. Emo says strengthening your resolve. Yep. Gay says sounds like the 40k community. To be fair, that is actually yes, that's very true. That's really true. The calibration of my experiment timer is slightly off. Should be fixed immediately. I like to check on my experiments immediately after the bell chimes. Have this all perfectly timed from my bell ring to the walk to my lab. This should be a top priority after you return from restoring the water flow in the sewers. Trimble. Okay.
Trimble's got good handwriting, which makes me distrust him.
Good handwriting equals shady. Apparently. I don't know. I've got awful handwriting. I'm going to save before using this because I don't want to be. I don't want anyone to be alerted to me. It is, however, coming from an assassin. True. And Daud at that. Key notes. The antitoxic volume needs the following: oxrush flower, bull rat fetus, metallic salts. Ah, so that's how I survived the toxic gas. Right. I'll take that. Your message is not getting through. They are almost. It's just sorry. Your last two of the messages looked almost identical from a glance, so I didn't register them. So your unreadable handwriting equals trustworthy. Apparently. There are 5 main ones you're in, and they're absolutely lovely. Just some need to go away. For example, one where after your dog died. Oh, sorry. After your dog died, you started chatting more and more. They're making friends, and they were all really supportive. Actually, got you in touch with one of the main members because they had something similar happen. But yeah, honestly, if the community leaders aren't aware, bring it to their attention. That's kind of their job. Because they're a community leader, they're an admin or a moderator there, which means they're supposed to ensure rules and respect is properly adhered to. Oh, DJ, thank you very much for the hydration. Chase up with some energy drink.
This whole place has gone to the hounds.
Black salts, yoink. History of Lizzie's Shrine, don't care. Take the whale oil.
This whole place has gone to the hounds.
Yoink. Swiping everything in reach. Industrious worker is a happy worker. Oh, so close health elixir. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Ed used to do that until one time he ended up getting into trouble because the streamer's bestie was the person being a dick. So lying to her to get me kicked out after you were going to report it to them. They didn't give you a chance. So, you know, jump the gun, report them. Don't warn them. You know, don't say I'm going to report you, just report them. I'm going that way. Can't remind me. Yeah, my reach is across the entire room now. It really is. I keep forgetting that I've got the pull power. I really do. So if people are shit, screenshot the conversation with necessary context. Bring it to mods admins. Yeah, insist they confront the people at fault. If they fail to do so, insist again. Yep. That's why you always have screenshots of your conversations. Yep. Been in instances of that myself. Turns out the screenshots weren't actually necessary because the person never actually deleted anything, but they were there in case I need them. Thanks for the hydration reminder, Lex. So now you just end up not really letting people know, apart from the odd vents here, which you feel about doing. Don't feel bad about venting, Ed, but seriously, report it. Do like Kane has said, never warn because of bad behaviour, just report it. Saves you so much trouble. You know, just sit there quietly, screenshot the evidence that you need, and just go for it. Just report it straight up. Now, what's going to be down here? Let me guess, Weepers. In case it's save. Yep. Good call. It says yes, you know that now. Yeah. But, you know, for future reference, keep it in mind. If people are being pieces of shit, literally just report them. I love that power. I should use it more. The textile mill. Oh, it's those things. I was wondering if that might be the other reason why no one's come back. So if the mod admin in question is biased, bring it to someone else's attention who has the power to push for consequences. Yep. Or someone, or you know, a mod slash admin who isn't involved. DJ, it's like that one time you got banned for a Discord server for jump scaring that was never in the rules, saying you can't jump scare someone. It's going to warn people, but the Discord crashed and you're still banned. Yeah, unfortunately it happens sometimes. There's not a lot you can do about it. No trespassing. Now it's time to get me and Kane power armor journey into glowing sea. Ooh, good luck. So done water works. Kane, I wouldn't to get my way through and only remember when I was going to stop. Same as the least common thing you do in games. It really shouldn't be. I'm the same. Generally, when I save games, it's like I'm saving because I'm about to end the session I'm playing. I am being silent. How have you heard me? I mean, okay, so I smashed down a barrier. That's probably right. How she knows I'm here. What's that? That's a grenade. And a coin. Really? Is killing rats allowed for no kill run? Yes. I have checked up on it, and yes, you are. You are allowed to kill rats. Button again. Glug. It says, you will say it's kind of why you're scared to originally make friends in Tier Grace Discord, as usually it serves the same size as that. You have issues. Thankfully, I had no issues there. The mod team in Tier Grace Discord are really good. They are really on top of things. And, you know, just in general, a lot of the you know, there's not that many problems in general on there. You finished a big bag of prawn crackers, TJ? Oh, just.
I was looking for my little boy. He's not well, and I fell down here. I hurt my leg.
So glad things in the server are good for you. If you need support, you know, but yeah.
You're not a weeper.
Mal removes the gun from Malk's head. We are a good mod team. I have been in no way enforced to say this or coerced. Strange woman.
I think I can walk if you'll just help me up.
Shady. Real shady. She looks like a witch. She looks like one of the witches. I'm very certain she's a witch. As Mal's already helpful with bugging him with questions. Mal is very good at his job as a mod. So, Mal, that £25 we talked about, that's still good. Yeah. Oh, I don't want to do either of these. I don't want to... because if I do nothing, she's probably going to turn into a witch and try and kill me. If I help her up, she'll probably actually just, you know, dead. Helping her as part of no kill? I don't know. No kill basically means that I personally can't kill anyone. Help you monster do. Oh, fuck's sake.
Are you alright?
Oh, sir, thank you for finding me. It's been awful. There are such terrible things down here. But nothing as terrible as I...
Called it!
Sister!
Called it! What's the worst that happens? Have to bloody well go back and reload a save. Everyone's been genuine, Mal being helpful and nice more to talk to. Oh no, I'm just, you know, saying about me. No trank dart. She's already seen me. That's the problem. By that time she's already done the detection thing has already gone through, and yeah. There's not a lot I can do. But now that I know that she definitely is, you know, gonna be iffy. Eat this. Yep. I hope you feel safe and yep. Shoot it before she sees you, no problem. Yep. Same mind. Royer and a few others went ahead to the water control station to see why the water flow stopped, but they haven't returned. There have been reports of strange noises and a few of our new workers fled for the exit. If someone doesn't come to relieve me soon, I'm leaving this place. I'm writing this so you have on record that I did not just abandon my station without just cause. Preston P. Yep, that place is somewhat precarious. Yeah, but I don't want her to fall off and actually die. That's the thing. If she dies, then that's, you know, that's the end of my no-kill playthrough. She's got like Bloodborne tentacle next. She does. So water control station's over there. Ooh, scratch a charm there. There's the other witches. Only matters if she dies before the game's beaten. Yeah, yeah. Tricksy witches. Oh, come on. It won't let me... It will let me grab the sleep darts, but it won't let me pick up the charm. See, one thing that I massively missed from Dishonored 2, and I think was really...
The gangs are at each other's throats. Daud is mired here.
You go there. Brigmore Witch, yep. So yeah, Dishonored 2, you could look at it in your stats, and you look at your playthrough, and it actually says number of times discovered, number of people killed. So you can always keep a track on it. It's not, you don't have that in here, sadly. You just have to, you know, believe. Okay, now's the point where you make a save, and that save is where you're split. So I do the game with Brotherhood Steel, Minutemen, etc. Cost Platinum. Fair, yes. DJ, she's Ghost and a bitch from Ghost Story Tub. Whereas number 2,
Daud. Lurk told me you wouldn't give up. Even as she knelt before me and gave me all your secrets. I know what you're doing, Daud. I know what that mark on your hand is. Just like the one on mine. I know everything you can do, and it won't matter. 4 of us chosen. But history will only remember one. Delilah.
If they remember any of us.
4 chosen? I know who a 4th person who gets chosen is. And even then, that's optional. But I don't know who the 4th person is now. Because there's Delilah, Daud, and Corvo. Oh, yes. No, I know who the 4th person is. I do. Thank you for the hydration, DJ. Actually, no, I don't. No, I don't know who the 4th person is. Vexing. Do I really want to go down there just that corrupt charm? It's probably not going to be any good though. And all that's down there is literally the charm and taking damage. Oh, screw it. Shivering Silhouette. Enemies have a high chance to miss range attacks, and I'm more visible to enemies. Oh no! No! Oh. I thought I bought Ben time and then saved. Apparently not. I need one more rune still. And there are no more here. Well. Oh no, there's one over there. Oh, there. That's Bone Charm. But there's a rune all the way in there. What has science done? Okay, so why is there a whale oil tank there? See, I want to go through that way. Turn whales into dark magic charms. I mean, that's not even science, that's just, you know, the supernatural lore of this game. And there you go, Mal, you've lost your sub badge. Again. But I bet if you send another message, it will be back. Because Twitch. Okay. Thank you. There's whale in there. I don't want to open up that gate because the 2 witches are standing there guarding it. Definitely do not want to go through that. Oh. Health elixir. Yoink. Why can't I pull that item, the note? I can't get through there because yeah. You can save your points. Go for it, DJ. It is completely up to you how you spend those points. They are given freely and they don't cost anything either. Ow! Arson schnitzel. Your badge hasn't disappeared yet. To be fair, the only person whose badge seems to regularly disappear is Mal's. I think Zera's might have disappeared once. But yeah, it's generally like, your sub badge disappears and then it comes back. Which is just Twitch being weird. Okay, so the issue we have seems to be that the only way to go forward is through there, and there are 2 sodding witches through there. As in, right there. Badge vanish, it's a normal bug, you think? I've seen it enough to think it's normal, yeah. Good call there, Kane. Save. If I come in your server, so you don't matter.
Someone's coming.
No one's coming. That's the thing. Right. Well, I've saved, so. Oh, I see. They're hiding behind there. Right, that's fine. So only some. Oh, please tell your nephew that he's loved and welcome in our family serve as a place where you feel safe no matter what. Don't make me pull out the negativity bonk. Or Moto, use it yourself. That image is there to be used by anyone in the server when it's necessary. Or they might well learn to save on his own. No. Has a mechanic to-do list. A bare legible to-do list stained with blood and grease. Get a new spanner. River cross 8 old one. Check water flow control for Trimble. Hopefully no rats. Look for ox rush in the canal. Maggie likes red. Give Maggie my locker key in case she needs to stash her gear in my apartment this week. There's ox rush there.
I doubt you'll be needing this again.
You're dead. I didn't even realise I could have gone under here the entire friggin' time. For fuck's sake. What was wrong with me? You mean like that? You meant not take the fun out of it? It is a server primarily, for people, for the people in it to, get things off their chest if they need to, or do what needs to be done. Feck. Thank you for the hydration reminder. Just so I get seen. Choke dust not only helps against people, it also clears out swarms of rats. Now you tell me.
I doubt you'll be needing this again.
She's afraid of us. When the change comes, she'll only want the weaker sisters nearby.
That makes no sense. Our power flows from Delilah. Without her, we'd be reduced to dancing under the moon and parlor tricks. You must be wrong.
Why else would she put us here, right in his path? I wish he'd hurry up and come already.
Okay, because I heard it. I did hear it. I wish I didn't, but I did hear it. You're mine. Today is the day you will say you crossed Daud and choked. Oh, for feck's sake. Oh, for the love of shit. Wish he'd hurry up and come already. That's using some off-brand versions of this. Yep. Yeah. Sleepy Dart number 2. Maybe. I mean, you know, I can. Oh, what the fuck? Ah. So the one thing I did last time perfectly, I get seen doing again. Oh, what the fuck is going to be my new coat? It really is. Between turtleneck, XO1 power armor. XO1 is your favourite though, you really like some of the mods for it. I'm a fan of the original from Fallout 1. Someone took the wrench to the water flow control valve. Please have someone find it and return it to the water control station. For feck's sake! This thing has got entirely too many steps to do it. Oh, it's a Weeper! T45, wasn't it? Yes! I'm pretty sure it is T45. Whereas the strangulation is always so. I know, yeah. It's the best power armor in terms of stats. Yeah. First she gets choked, now she has to hurry up and come. Dirty, yeah. Oh, shite. Best way of dealing with Weepers is literally sleep dart them. Because they can just be so unpredictable and they're worse the closer you get. Oh, okay. Some items up there I missed. How can I not blink through that? Man, this game's restrictive. It's near that time. Oh shit, yeah it is. Light speed in the eyes of the XO1 is a nice choice. I keep forgetting which one the XO1 is. To be fair, I only know of two types of power armor. There's Brotherhood of Steel 1 and there's the Enclave 1. Oh, also there was, you know, Frank's one. Frank the Genetic Super Soldier. There's the villains in Fallout 2. Ah, yeah, it's the Enclave armor then. Yeah. Added Fallout 4 to use. It's in Fallout 3 as well, I think. It's just, you know, you've got to be... It's only in one particular area, and that area is a island full of friggin' death claws. So, you know, fun. Very much fun. Oh, yoink. There's the valve. There's the wrench. Oh, there's a rune. Oh, it's that rune that I've seen before. Okay. Oh, it's an outsider shrine. Out of order. I can see that. Let me teleport through you, bastard. Okay, no, I've got it for 3. I didn't put in as much time into 3 as you did into 4. To be fair, I didn't put much time into 3 apart from getting all the achievements. And then New Vegas came, and honestly, at first I didn't like New Vegas, but since learning that New Vegas is done by Obsidian, yeah, I like it. Ed Malcorp told you to see what I planned for my character. I don't think so. No. Tell me in the server because it is very, very, really nearly time to end the stream. I did not even read that note. I probably should have read that note. Especially seeing as there's a whale oil thing there. You recently got New Vegas and ran through it. I wish they'd do another one of that. So much fun. Yeah. So New Vegas is basically Fallout done by the people who originally did Fallout. So they knew what they were doing. They definitely knew what they were doing with it. Same people who did the Outer Worlds, because Obsidian Entertainment really do know their RPGs. Honestly thought, oh, there is. So meanwhile, yeah, you can see saw the self-thought of the X line of buses. You have no idea why the fuck they're good for. I don't know when they're added or where they even go. Just know that you don't go where you need to go, so you don't care. Except they fucking arrive before your buses, and you have to wait so fucking long and sit on the bus station like a goddamn hobo. So if they're anything like the ones over here, the X ones are intercity. There you go, Mal. If you want another New Vegas type game, look for Obsidian. Yeah. Don't be sleep. So yeah. Do you want to see any negative thing about New Vegas? Are the controls on PC? The hotkeys are so different from other games if you've got players have forgotten how to navigate it. That's fair. That is really fair. That's your maintenance key. The outsider walks among us. Yes, I know. Because oh look, it's an outsider shrine. Ah.
Together, aren't you? It's not easy. Delilah's exceedingly bright. Her coven is rising, with her as the night star to guide them. Change is coming, and Delilah has a plan. But do you, Daud? And I don't mean stealing an engine coil or slitting an old man's throat. You're charging upriver, and I do believe you'll make it. But what will you do with what you find there?
I mean, he's got a point. Right. So, again, yes, definitely. Save and get time stop too. Yes. So, bend time. Level 2. And now save, because it is that time. It's now 10 o'clock, which means that's the end of the stream. So actually a pretty decent place to end it, really, is just after getting a visit from the outsider. Let's see, Moto's stupidly good at pushing through sleep deprivation. Yes, she is. So an entire semester on 2 hours of sleep per night. Yeah. But yeah, that's where I'm going to be calling the stream there. Thank you all very much for coming along and watching both these streams in the while, and thank you all as well for your amazing levels of support. I still can't believe that I got a hype train during the Bloodborne stream. Tomorrow I will be streaming again, starting at midday my time, with doing the new DLC for the Outer Worlds for 3 hours. Then after that, well, there's going to be a short break, the similar way there was here. Excuse me. At which point I'll be doing a new playthrough of Undertale. Oh, excuse me. The playthrough where I'm going to embrace my inner monster and do a full genocide run. So yay. Full genocide. We're going to see how that goes. Have a good night. Yes, have a good night to you and Lex as well. And yes, you brought the hype for me. Your subscription brought me the hype train. I was really pleasantly surprised with that. So I'll write the times I stream tomorrow so you can set my alarm. Do you want me to PM them to you, Mamoto? Would that be better over Discord? Or do you want me to write them here? Yes. I will PM them to you then, Mamoto. But yeah. So thank you all very much for coming along. The support that you've shown is all amazing and it is vastly appreciated. I can't thank you all enough for all the support you continue to show me every single stream. It is absolutely amazing. This has been fun. I am still enjoying the DLC, even if it's just meh, a little bit. Feels a bit lacking overall. It feels like it is literally just a storytelling bridge between this and Dishonored 2, which, you know, it's not a bad thing, but it's missing a lot. It is missing quite a lot. And yeah, again, not all DLC can be perfect. Very true. Some can be just awful. Absolutely awful. Let's hope that's not the case for the Outer Worlds tomorrow. And DJ, yes, I will send you the times as well, because as it's a temporary stream slot, I won't be adding it to my schedule. It's just, you know, until I finish the Outer Worlds DLC, I will be streaming it before the Undertale stream. But yeah, until tomorrow at midday my time, which I'm definitely going to be awake for. I'm hoping I'll be. Probably should have saved the energy drink for tomorrow, actually, thinking about it. Whoops. But yeah, until then, I hope you all have a good night, or afternoon, morning, day, evening, whatever the time is for you when you're watching this. And until tomorrow, stay safe. See you later.